This is probably one of the most important stations, or the most important station out of all the stations. Simply because you're going to have new parents coming on board and they have no clue what they're getting into. So you want somebody who is friendly, really open and welcoming. So let me have somebody come up. Fernell, first of all, you want to make sure that everything on Station 1 is very visible, especially your signs, because once they walk in, they have no clue where they're going. So you want to make sure that that is big and visible. So it'll say Station 1 and welcome. How are you doing? My name is Michael Moore. Welcome to Pack 555.
Thank you.
You notice you brought your little guy with you today, and we're going to get him signed up. We're so happy to have you here. Now, first thing you want to do, like I said, you want to make sure that you have your grade signs out and you have sign-up sheets. And this year, we've taken this a little further. We have a sign-up sheet for every grade level. So, and the reason for that, we want to make sure that the leaders leave with their copies and the council leave with their copies. So they are, as you can see, carbon copies, and they can be pulled apart very easily. We want to provide each of the families tonight, before they hit the other 4 stations, with a folder, because they're going to be taking a lot of information home with them today. So we want to make sure that they're prepared and have a folder to place all that information in. So this is very important because we want them to go home and go through this information. So we will provide them with a folder as soon as they come in. And we will tell them about the other 5 stations as well. And we'll let them know it's going to take anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes to get signed up, to go through the process. And we will also want to offer them the opportunity to allow their young man to go join in some activities if they like, but that is optional. So if you want to keep your cub close to you, you're more than happy to do that. Okay? And then from there, we want to direct them over to Station 2.
Talk about Station 2, and this is where people find out what we're doing in our Cub Scout pack. So we have our Cub Scout parent coming up through with her child.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I'm Kate. I'm with Pack 98.
Hi, Kate. Fernell.
Nice to meet you.
This is little Johnny boy.
Hey, Johnny. How are you? So this is where you engage the parent and the son as to what your pack is doing. Johnny, I remember you from the classroom. Are you going to join us for some shooting and some bow and arrow?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, for now, I want to give you first our pack calendar. See, I have a pack calendar already prepared that lists out all of our den meetings. Now, Johnny is a first grader, and so he's going to meet with the Tigers. And as you can see here, we have our entire schedule laid out for the year. We meet at 6:45 at Evangelical Lutheran Church, and we have a number of pack events that are already listed on here. So if you have any questions, you can always ask your den leader or any of the pack leaders.
Okay.
It's important that you give out a full calendar for the year, because parents are going to want to know that you're organized and you have everything together. In addition, we have several events that we're going to do, and here is actually a flyer on a Jaguars event that you and Johnny can participate in. So there might be a special event that we're introducing that day, and you want to make sure that that is highlighted to the parent. Here is actually a sign-up sheet for a shooting sports event that we're going to have next week. We told you, Johnny, about being able to do some BB guns and archery. Here's your opportunity to sign up for that.
Oh, wow.
So we can all participate in that. So next up, you're going to go to Station 3.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm Gary. I'm one of the parents here in the pack.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. This is little Johnny.
Hey Johnny, how are you?
Good.
Ready to have fun?
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Fernell.
All right, Fidel, well, I'm going to give you a little more information here on how to make Johnny's experience in scouting awesome. This is a magazine that's available if you choose to get it at the registration when you're done. It's called Boys Life. That's a sample size. It's a monthly magazine. It's very age appropriate. One of the most widely read magazines in the country. And if you get that and your son looks forward to it coming every month, he's more likely to stay in scouting. But it is optional, and they'll tell you more about that, how to sign up for that at checkout. We are a uniform wearing organization, and we ask that at some point you think about buying a uniform. There's some information on how to do that at our scout shop. And there's lots of other factors that go into buying a uniform, what to get first and how big to get, that sort of thing. And some of the den leaders will help you with that at the next station.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have an awesome product sale that will help you pay for some of this scouting experience so that you don't have to pay it yourself. We're just going to start a popcorn sale next week, and you can get more information on that at the parent orientation. But it's a great way to teach your son salesmanship and how to interact with adults and how to pay his own way in scouting. So those are some of the things that will help you as you go through the scouting experience. And you can ask den leaders for more information on some of that if you'd like at the next station, and you're all set to go to station 4.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
Thank
for
you,
now,
Gary.
have fun. Johnny?
Hi, I'm Denise Dreyer, one of the den leaders here.
Hi, Denise. I'm Fennell, and this is Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for coming out. You made it this far, back 4, or Station 4. And we really wanted to give you a little more information about what we do in the den leader's role here, and how you might be able to help if you're so inclined.
Okay.
I started out just where you were 3 years ago as a parent, not knowing what to do or where to go or what this was all about. I just knew my little son was very excited about coming out here and shooting bows and arrows, and we do some of that as well. But there's a lot more involved in scouting than just going out and having fun. I mean, these little guys are going to replace somebody someday, and we want them to grow up to be the highest quality adult that they can be, and the Boy Scouts gives us that lesson. And you can be a part of it. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm a single mom, I work full time, but if I didn't have this agenda to have this time with my son, I would really be missing out. So it's just a wonderful opportunity, and there's chances for you to get involved as well. I have an older son as well, and he, as a teenager, wants to come out camping with his mom.
Oh, wow.
Imagine what an important lesson we have to be a part of our families' lives. So here is a list of our pack leadership, as well as the phone numbers, contact information. You know when the pack orientation meeting is, but just in case something gets lost in the shuffle, you know how to reach us. Here is a application for your son. You're going to fill that out right here. This is the adult leader application. And you can look it over. If you know you want to sign up, we'll take it now. But if you want to take that home and bring it back to the pack orientation, there's all kinds of jobs for parents.
Okay.
From little to big, however you want to get involved, there's something you can do to help.
Awesome. Yeah, I probably want to start out with something small, but I'll check it out.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, you kind of answered everything, and I'm trying to find out about more.
All right,
opportunities.
Station 5 right here to fill out the application.
Thank you.
So Station 5, I got my sign, I have my activity signing sheet. One of the things I make sure I put the location, date, and the contact information. I keep the first copy, give the unit the copy, make sure they always get a copy of it. I have my signing folder with me. One of the things I try to make is if the pack has a treasurer, I ask them if they can bring some petty cash. If not, I always try to bring at least $20 in cash. That way I can make change. Okay? So I have the floaters going on around and helping the parents fill out the application. Once they're finished, I usually give them instructions to escort them to Station 5 once they're ready.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. My name is Eli.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. I'm Fennell, and
Nice
this
to
is
meet you.
Johnny.
Awesome. How you doing, Johnny? First of all, before we get started, have you already been talked about the shooting sports event that we're having?
Yes.
Okay, the date is on the 11th. If you want them to attend, all you have to do is sign in here. What's going to happen is you're going to get a flyer in your email to remind you usually about 2 weeks and a half in advance to the event. That way you get a reminder of the location and time and anything that he needs to bring. So if you want to do that, please sign him up.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm going to take a look at the application and make sure everything's good.
Okay, good deal.
Alright, so at this point, I go ahead and review the application. One of the things you want to do immediately is make sure that the parent has signed the application. That's one of the biggest things. The other thing is that the birthday of the son is correct. Sometimes parents put their birthday in the wrong spot. Once that's done, you keep the application, make sure you have the parent's signature. At that point, okay, so the registration for today is gonna be $12.
Okay.
That's gonna cover his registration in the Boy Scouts till January 31st of 2016.
Okay.
At that point, we do something that's called the re-registering, and the registration is $24 at that point.
Okay.
I see that you have the sample magazine. That is usually charged $1 a month. You only pay for the remaining 6 months, so it'll be $12 for the registration and $6 for the magazine, so a total of $18.
Okay.
Is that something you want to do?
Johnny, do you want to get a magazine?
Heck yeah!
Okay, so
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and get the magazine too then.
Awesome. So everything's good. So your total is $18.
Okay.
All right, $18. I usually put the money immediately on the envelope so it doesn't go away. I detach this. Okay, this is your receipt. If you go to the Cap Master, he'll go ahead and sign this. Usually what I do is I put his information and the name of the pack, and then let the parent know if you want to get the Cup Master, he'll sign it, and that's his membership card right there. Also, I want to remind you that the next meeting, it's very important that you go there. One, you're going to get a lot of information from internally in the pack. You're going to meet more leaders. You're going to meet all the boys that are involved in the pack, and he'll also get his handbook, which is his key to his scouting adventure. So make sure you guys are there, okay? All right, thank you very much. Have a great night.
All right.